NBA returns to action on NBA TV. Spurs
back to work tonight from American Airlines Center. It's the San Antonio Spurs taking on just that. And what's unusual about this is that you've got a good player seeking green
here on the roster.
Let's check out your starting lineups presented by CarMax. Aldridge out of the rotation due to health and safety protocols. That Mavericks lineup, by the way, the best offensive five.
It's really been their impact defensively over the last 11 games or so.
On the board, Mavericks up 2-0. DeMar DeRozan doing what he's been.
By league standards, DeRozan's been very efficient over the course of his career playing inside that three.
Lineups.
Yeah, I think all of the above, and I also think shot quality team to be considered elite. I think they've got to get more production out of Heat.
Early 2-point lead. Luka, past Johnson, up and in. He's been so.
DeRozan kind of caught in no man's land there, not knowing if he's supposed to commit to the help, get all the way to the rim, in essence play one-on-one because of the reluctance to leave.
Kind of a mid-range team in terms of pace. Take the mid-range from DeJounte. Mavericks separated by just one game in the standings as Jalen Brunson goes. Porzingis puts it on the floor this time, up and in for Kristaps in the West. The 7th spot. Porzingis with the rebound and the putback.
He allows Dallas to retrieve that rebound by being active, keeping the ball alive. I think he can do so much more than what he's done because of that.
And DeMar DeRozan with 6 early points. Been their bench that has carried them for much of this season.
Want to have that kind of impact from your bench.
Walker
it also speaks as
Brunson. Penetration and bucket for Jay.
Pete Maravich. We got a retro card in this pack, which is kind of cool. Our producer Bert Bondi sent them to me last week from Panini, and so I'm thinking it was actually right. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. They're sending me some cards and shirts, and then Bert was like,
and so ultimately, you got more free product out of this, is really what happened.
Yeah, I did. They didn't send more shirts, though. Free agent, typically, but you'd have to say, hey, when they signed LaMarcus Aldridge, you'd have a free agent having a terrific season for the Spurs.
And 4 of those, as you mentioned, have come off the bench so far. Here's Mills looking for another and gets it here. And Smitty, you know of the news today. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Matt, I think he fits pretty much anywhere because he's one of those guys that doesn't need
7 pick and roll possessions as a roll man, was #1 in the league. 5 points. They could absorb him if they need to. But LaMarcus Aldridge, you know, it's a game.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you start to look at him, if he's not the,
you're probably at this stage, he's probably a 20-minute, 22-minute player.
Organization when you can rebuild but still have a chance to make the playoffs and get some. I think they'll have a chance better than the Spurs to be in the playoffs.
Well, in Dallas, you mentioned the schedule after the All-Star break.
Yeah, and the other thing with Dallas, they don't know what their ceiling is. And listen, we saw it last year with the Denver Nuggets. That's an easy call for the officials to make, although Luka and the Mavs didn't like it.
Agreed. I would just love to see Luka off the ball a little bit more, to be able to attract somebody to go along with those 2 cornerstones, because also the style of it.
You eliminated some of the things he could do offensively, and that's an advantage that Luka has. He doesn't have the offensive execution by the Spurs. And, I haven't watched the Spurs as much, and they put a lot of pressure on you to have to play well to beat them.
You know what I love about him? Other guys will be shaking their head and wiping their hands. That'll be tough for me, and it's depending on what you're getting back.
Yeah, that to me.
And you might get it back, Jay. You know the whole thing on a 3-on-1. I throw it to you early, and you have to get.
Glad you're with us here on center court. Greg Anthony and Matt Weiner as DeMar DeRozan goes to work again. You mentioned his 8.6 assists per, and as an assist-to-turnover ratio, better than 5-1. His Gay knocked down to 2 on the shot clock. Over Kleba, tough one, and he gets it to go.
On that possession, forced a very difficult shot, which again, DeRozan was able to.
Hey, Gay misses. Pirtle with the offensive board. Second chance for Gay, and he's
by not having Aldridge there as well.
Pirtle's 8th in the league in blocks per game.
All over. They got to cut that down.
Very true. Mark alluded to it. It may be a little bit rusty.
Offensive rebound though for KP.
The Dallas shot 57% as Porzingis.
There's San Antonio at 55 from the floor and 47 from the three-point line. And DeRozan
in the middle of the floor.
Give and go. Luka passed up a layup for a Kleber. Corner corner three and good. 3 steals, 2 blocks in their win against Orlando.
Well, the defense came. Porter.
Who doesn't look fresh considering he had missed the last 5 games before the break and health and safety.
Good challenge by KP though.
Luka around the defense, high off the glass.
Down a lot of threes tonight, so why not put it down and get in the lane and give yourself gobbled up right there with all these teams fighting for position. Of course, there's a play-in situation at the end.
Zingas
against
Pirtle. Nice crossover, drives and scores. That is
man, Timmy. Woo, that's nice, man.
Second quarter, picked up his 3rd foul. Luka on the blow by. We are accustomed to seeing him.
Luka has that in his game too, where he's not going as quick as the defense think that he could disrupt your rhythm.
We'll see how disruptive it is. Not very. It is a special thing.
Yes, it is.
To answer, DeJounte Murray. It's about every set of hands touching the ball, but Richardson loses against DeRozan. And now Murray, who just scored on a 3-point shot.
Being healthy, it opens stuff up for everyone.
And there is Luka finding
KP, and Luka has that size to suit.
By Porzingis, he secures the rebound. Out to Finney-Smith, loads up the 3 in it between Kleba and Luka. Good pass, drive, foul. Trying to go up. Going downhill, Derek White deep in the possession, and he's able to lay it in the 3rd quarter. Dishes to the corner, and you're on.
It's been a game of runs for sure.
And Johnson, now 샌안토니오, timeout, Dallas.
Oh, that's a strong drive by both these teams. We talked earlier about how close the games are. Big hit of 80 really quick.
Which is precisely what's happened for Timmy. Inside, DeRozan steps through the defense.
Oh, he's tough. When the crossover. You don't see many crossovers.
Head and shoulder type stuff.
Yeah. Try to get you up.
Yes.
Luka just came back into the game. Over Patty Mills, got it. The trap slammed down shut on the mouse in the house. DeRozan around the defense.
Got to get back here.
Walker through the defense. Oh, lost his bounce.
This is just great presence of mind to get it up. You get it up there, you never know what.
At the circus, that created the sad clowns because that happened, but and exploit the size advantage. A drive and kick. Finney-Smith, an extra pass. Hardaway, and they have it because Tim Hardaway Jr. takes it strong to the rack.
I'm amazed that Luka's about to have a triple-double.
Here's off the bench in double figures. Walker and Rudy Gay also. And a mid-range no. Kept alive by Cauley-Stein into the hands of Kleba. A wide-open 3, and it is good as the game unfolds. Mills been making a lot tonight. Like second most bench appearances for an active player in the league behind Lou Williams. Drano. A rebound for Keldon Johnson. Mavs had a chance to open that lead back up to 7, but it doesn't happen. Closeout by Trey Burke. White going to drive against a closeout, and who is going to happen of the foul by Cauley-Stein. And is 73% for the
right to see a shrink from there, man. Because, when it works out like
of the season in the 33rd of his career. 17 points, 11 boards. Tennessee back on the second half and beat the Spurs on Thursday, the 4th.
Nice pass.
What a pass. Session for Dallas. Let's see what they do with it. It's an open 3 up top. Yes, sir. Then 3.
How about the behind-the-back pass by Doncic?
Luka doesn't get the bounce. Porzingis trying to tip it home. Second rebound and with the
KP been doing this all night, giving second effort.
Drive around White by Luka. Flips it up and rattles. Things have dramatically improved in the second half. And on offense, they've had a steady diet.
And his nice little stop has some of the best breaks in the game.
9 games out of 11 won before the All-Star break for Dallas. And the first game. 3 from the corner. 53 all year.
Well, obviously 샌안토니오 not going to play the foul
game. They force a turnover. They stay after it. They force the turnover. Front end of a back-to-back for Dallas. Why not, indeed?
When in doubt, shoot the basketball. Little decisiveness.
A 115-104 win over the San Antonio Spurs. They're neck and neck in the standings. The Mavs have secured the tiebreaker for the Mavs.
down the stretch, hit my chest too if I was playing the way he played tonight.
Well, there he is. Chris Porzingis joining us now.